So I noticed when I came down this morning that this piece of wood has fallen off, so I will have to see what I can do to screw it back on. But you can see just how deep I've built up the soil. And most of that has been over the last few years, and that's rotted bark chippings. Okay, I might need to feed it with chicken manure pellets, but it's a cheap way of improving your clay soil, as long as they're rotted and not fresh chippings. Well, that's that bed remulched. The foxes or squirrels or whatever it was had disturbed it a bit. I'll put some more chippings on there. I think what I might do next is, here where I've got the gooseberry bushes and the cherry tree, I'm tempted to pull the plastic up, put some bark chippings down, and then put the plastic on top, because eventually those chippings will turn into soil. It'll obviously take a long time underneath the plastic, but I know the soil under there hasn't been improved at all in the time I've had this plot. So it'll take a few more wheelbarrows, but I think it's worth it. Okay, on with the hard work. So this is what it's like underneath the black plastic. Not too bad, but I'm going to give it a good thick mulch of bark chippings, and then I might put the plastic back. I might not. I'll see how it looks once it's done. So this is only one wheelbarrow load, so I think this whole bed should take probably a minimum of 6, if not 8. I decided I might as well put the old rotting logs back in, because I think I'm going to not put the plastic back on, and just, you see the depth of the decking plank there, just mulch it that deep. And with it being that deep, there should be a lot less chance of any weeds being able to grow through. There'll be a lot of work, a lot of wheelbarrowing, but in the long term it'll be better for the plants that are in there. So onward to the chippings pile. So that's the bed, thickly mulched. I'll just put that black plastic somewhere. It took 6 full wheelbarrows to fill that. So I'm glad I didn't have to pay for the bark chippings, but I think the plants will be a lot happier without the black plastic. Let's just hope the weeds behave. So I think the only other thing I'm going to do today is, where I was levelling out this main path, there were a few weeds that I pulled up, and they're on the little small side paths. So I'm going to pick up all the weeds, then sweep the side paths, and probably the main path slightly, and then I'm going to go home, because I want to get home before it rains this evening, because I've been doing the couch to 5k running. Well, it's more like a slow jog, and I'm only 2 away from the end. Now I did complete it last year, but then, and I kept running up after I'd completed it for a while, but then I had my radiotherapy, so for about 6 months basically I hardly ran. I only did it occasionally, which meant I had to go back to the beginning and start again. So this time I hope to keep it up for a bit longer, but I don't want to be running in the rain. I've done that before, so this way I'll still have some sunshine to be able to complete the run. So it's half an hour of jogging. I'm not fast. I know a lot of other people do it faster, but at least I'm doing it. And I might not have lost any weight, but it's improved my fitness. Oh well, I better get on with the work. Bye for now. Well, I've picked up all the weeds that were stretched onto the little paths. I've also picked up all the little bits of black plastic that I'd been piling at the end of the paths. And look how many labels I collected up. These are the ones that are not brittle and can be reused. The brittle ones have gone into the black plastic bag. Aside from some wire mesh and that I'm going to be using, there's also just plastic rubbish that I need to take to the tip. It's surprising how much accumulates on your plot. So yeah, this is an area I need to work on. Well, that's me done. Tidied up, plastic tidied, weeded, weeds collected and put in one flexi tub, and everything that I wanted mulched. Now, my only real area to work on is the top right hand bit where I want to build. So we'll see how that goes. Of course, we're all going to be busy with sowing seeds soon, so I will have plenty to do in the greenhouse at home. Thanks for watching. Bye for now. So it's Mother's Day today, and I came up to my greenhouse to check on the seedlings, and look what I found. A very new looking baseball and a broken pane of glass. Oh dear. And it wasn't like that yesterday. Luckily I've still got some spare panes in the greenhouse, so I guess I need to change that today. But I think that person needs more practice with what direction they hit the ball in. And it means I've got to maybe put some more protection at the back of the garden to stop things coming over. Oh well, life happens. How was your Mother's Day? Well, that's the glass replaced, but I can hear the kids playing and the football in their garden. And although there's a very tall hedge, I think I'm still going to have to put some more protection so that the kids can still have fun, but that my greenhouse doesn't get any more broken than it already has. Bye for now. So I'm down on the plot and it's about, 4 p.m-ish, and I've just noticed I finally have some purple sprouting broccoli. Let me show you. There's a little bit on this plant, but there's quite a bit on this, which is great. Good morning everyone. So today I'm working in the garden and in the greenhouse. I need to transplant seedlings that have come up into bigger pots, and I've also got a bit carried away with buying some summer bulbs and plants. Let me show you what I bought. So this is what I've bought in the last week. Now the primroses, or whatever they are, these were half price. So I thought, well, all I need to do is deadhead them, and at the worst I don't get lots of flowers this year, but they come back next year, so that's fine. These are what I got tempted in Wilko's. So like that astrantia looks pretty. I've seen these every year and thought about buying one, but I haven't. The pineapple lily, so that'd be nice. Now, so that wasn't too bad. Well, I went into Lidl, and these seeds, these, and these are what I got in Lidl. They're $1.99 a pack. So I've got dahlias, I've got crocosmia, I've got Nerine, I've got lilies, I've got a gladioli. I think that gladioli will go lovely with that lily and those dahlias. And then I was in Aldi and I bought these. So some shrubs for the back garden. See, they're £1.79. But what I didn't get for Mother's Day, even though I hinted, I then went out and bought these 3 shrubs. So this was Home Bargains, which for me is quite expensive because it's 3 for £9. But I thought the winter berries in these 2 would be lovely. And that Philadelphus is supposed to have lovely scent on the flowers, so they'll be a good addition to the garden. So I'm already too hot. I've opened the windows, the greenhouse door's open, I've taken my jumper off, but it's already warm. So yeah, as you can see, I've got quite a bit to plant out, and then I've got some of the seedling there need potting on, but my sweet bell peppers desperately need potting on. These have been inside, so I'm going to pot them on and pot them a bit deeper because they're a little bit leggy. So yeah, lots of work today. Hopefully you're getting some done. So I will crack on with it. Oh, and I forgot, I got these on my birthday. Some English bluebells, winter aconite, and a sursum. Looks a bit kind of thistle-like in its flower, so the bees should love that. Look how tall some of my asparagus are getting. I grew these from seed. I really do need to get the bed ready for them to go out. They will grow a lot better outside, and they'll have more space for their root systems. But yeah, a few years' time I'll be reaping the rewards. So this is how I'm transplanting the bell pepper. I'm just using this, taking as much soil as I can with it, putting it into the pot, holding the leaf, carefully topping it up with soil on that side, and then carefully topping it up with soil on that side. Gently firming but not squishing the stem. A little bit more. Now, I haven't gone up to the first set of leaves, but I've gone nearly because these had got a bit leggy. And then I just put it in some water to soak up some water. So these are my bell peppers. I know these little ones are probably a bit small for transplanting, but I wanted to do them all at once. So these are my bell peppers. I know these are a bit small, but I wanted to do them all at once. So I hope they survive. And over here, these are my Romano sweet long peppers, and these sweet pepper coriantum or something like that. These are looking slightly sad from the transplanting, but I'm hoping that they'll bounce back. What I'm not going to transplant are these little aubergine plants yet. I want them to get a bit bigger so that they'll be happier. So I'll leave those in this for a bit longer. So I've had these seed trays quite a few years. They're really strong. I don't remember where I got them. It wasn't from you, so I can't remember if they were already in this greenhouse, whether I had them off my mum or from a car boot sale. But they're great. I've got about 4 of them. So I'm going to gradually transplant a Let's see what these ones are. These are the all year round cauliflowers. I'm going to transplant those into this because over here there's kind of two in a cell, so I can't really leave them in there. Wow, time passes quick when you're doing gardening. It's already 1:30. I'm still working on transplanting brassicas, but I've done all the peppers. Thinking about a bit of lunch. I know what I'm like. I don't think I'll get round to planting out the new plants I've got today. That'll probably wait till later on in the week. I really do need to transplant these brassicas into bigger pots. But this weather's lovely. It gets sunny for a while and then cloudy and then sunshine again. But it's really warm. I could almost be in shorts. I hope the weather's nice for you. So that's all the brassicas potted on. If there's been like 2 in a pot section, I've split it. So that's spinach and cabbage. You've got purple sprouting broccoli, Brussels sprouts, kalettes, pak choi, broccoli and cauliflower, and Nero di Tosca. These are the sweet peppers I repotted, but I'm tempted to take them in tonight because they're not used to being out here. I don't want to kill them off, so I'll probably do that for a couple of nights. And of course the aubergines need to come back in. So as you can see, some of my seedlings, the flower ones, have come up. Some of them haven't. A little bit more patience and we'll see what decides it wants to. So I don't know whether I'll have to re-sow some things. Well, today's certainly taken longer than I thought it would, but it always does. But it's nice to get the brassicas potted on. So I wanted to get the brassicas, potted on and sorted because I don't know when, but in the next probably week I'll probably start sowing some more of the I'll begin to sow some of the tender things, and of course I'm going to need space for that kind of stuff. So that's why I started some brassicas, the leeks and some of the flowers early. Well, all it does is get busier from now on. Okay, thanks for watching, bye.